Jedná se o to, aby česká vláda a veškeré české instituce byly vyzvány k tomu a začaly s tím případem něco dělat. A jestli za tím případem někdo je, nějaký kmotr, babička, sestřička, ať je to jakákoliv rodina, ať odhalí pravdu, proč toho člověka, toho vraha někdo zakrývá. Tady se jedná o to, že prostě došlo prostě k vraždě. Ano, to místo nebylo zabezpečené tak a odebrané prostě veškeré stopy.
Milan Pola and Michael Daduccia are two very important people in the Roma community in the UK. Milan Pola is also a person working for the justice, for police, and now we are in front of the Czech Republic to demonstrate about the injustice suffered by the Roma in this Eastern European country. Okay, tell us something more. Let the Britons and in general the international audience know more about what is happening in Czech Republic.
What did happen in Czech Republic? We actually have the message from Czech Republic, from the Czech Republic's peoples, and we have a lot of the evidence about that the incident what did happen in Czech Republic in the city town. It's called Zatec. So in the Zatec, what did happen there? It's the one lad has been at a diet in the restaurant. It's called the pizza restaurant. It's pizzeria restaurant. We have actually lots of evidence about that. How that happened. What did happen there? That the guy just did very simple in the pizza the shop. May just ask something for the. What I have evidence about later, and that guy actually that same days has been died. Somebody killed him, and we know who's killed him. And we like to say for the Czech government, also we like to say for the UK government, for the all European country members from the EU, and also we like to pass all the information to the European Commission of Parliament in the Brussels. We like to say for the Czech government, we know it's Czech police doesn't do the proper jobs, and police is actually no provided any evidence for the high actually for the office from the police like the departments, and that the police is no actually it's the closet all the like building from pizzeria, and no provided any evidence from the camera systems, and camera systems like the also not have evidence. Jedná se o to, že prostě kriminální oddělení ani se tam nedostavilo. Jedná se o to, že prostě kriminální oddělení pro vražd neudělalo tu práci, co by měli udělat. Jedná se o to, že vyzýváme českou vládu a veškeré státní instituce okamžitě, aby se s tím zabývali. Pokud ne, já okamžitě vyzvu mezinárodní ochranu a osobně dojedu až na Evropskou unii a s ním asi o tom pohovořím. Jestli tam je nějaký kmotr a babička a sestřička, ať odhalí okamžitě pravdu.
What's happening day after day in Czech Republic about the persecution?
After day, nothing had happened. Nothing had happened. Still, nobody wants to sort it out. Still, nothing happened. We like to ask from government, from Czech Republic, make sure that the case have to sort it out straight away. We don't want to wait. We like to know who is killer.
So the authorities are tolerating.
Nobody wants to sort out this case. Nobody wants it.
No, but the authorities are tolerating violence and.
What I want to say is actually it's the family from that guy. The request from the local government of Zatec see actually the body. And the body, it's been refused to see. That family want to see that actually body what did happen. And the local government from the Zatec, from Czech Republic, refused to show the family the body.
Now people from Czech Republic can move to Western Europe freely because of the EU, but somehow Roma are refugees in the West.
Yeah, Roma people, of course, it's kind of have a free move like in the old European country. Of course, in the UK as well. So we are at the moment in the European Union. So people from the Czech Republic Roma people, so Roma community, can have a free move to the old European country. So we are. That's not the case why we are here. That's a different case. We are here to demonstrate here because it's happened in the Czech Republic. It's somebody killed.
But many Roma, they come to Western country because of the persecution. So they are, if not technically refugees, but somehow they are refugees.
Yeah, some people is refugees here. Some people asking for asylum seekers before European Union. Now it's people no asking anymore for the asylum. No refugee can stay here for the freedoms. Like can do anything what they want. Job, no, easy to find for some people. If it's have a good English. Some people have a business here, so we can stay here. We can still move to the for the free in the UK.
Michael, tell us your experience about persecution.
Of course, I escaped also from some persecution because I'm Roma, I'm dark-skinned man, and in my society, the society in Eastern Europe doesn't accept the different people. I think this is the learning process, especially for the Slavic nation. They need to learn and multiculturalism and be much more acceptable or less xenophobic or tolerant to others. First of all, Pavlo, thank you for coming today and record our demonstration in front of the Czech Embassy. I would like to thank the online community who have been supporting the call and signed our statement, which was today just delivered. We have reached 308 signatures, which is really some kind of victory. And I thank everyone for this. It is actually, as I see, that we are Roma getting united on some tragical events, which happens recently. We have been united on the Mitko case on the Bulgaria embassy, where a boy was beaten by neo-Nazi. Now we again gathered together in Czech embassy. It is actually alarming that the justice and equality is not reached in post-communist countries, and I work on all those countries to respect the law, which is equal to everyone without any race or discrimination, race or religion. The law is equal for everyone, and justice should be reached also to everyone.
Renata is a citizen of Czech Republic, but you are living in London. What about the condition of Roma people? What's happening? What's the problem with police, with the institutions of the Republic?
The institution in Czech Republic is very bad against the gypsy people, the Romania gypsy people, Roma, we are Roma. What I want to say, why I came today here, is because I want the justice for Miroslav Demeter, who has died in Czech Republic for no reason. It was because of the racist people. They kill him there. They make a story that he attacked a woman there, assault woman in pizzeria when he came there, but that's not the truth. They lie. Stačí, ano, přesně. Ukažte kamerový záznamy, co se tam stalo. Jednoduché, je to jednoduché. Proč nám neukážete kamerový záznam? Kamerový záznam ukáže všechno, co se tam stalo. Že Miroslav Demeter zemřel, z ničeho nic kolaboval a zemřel. Přišli svědky a svědky řekli, že tam policie ho držela na zemi a ti hostě, co tam byli v té pizzerii, do něho kopali.
And this is not one case, there are also other ones.
No, this is not the first case that happened in my country, in Czech Republic. There are so many cases that gypsy people, Roma people was killed, and no one done, and they just sweep it under the carpet. No justice for gypsy people in my country, in Czech Republic and in Slovakia as well. Same thing, racist people killing people, discriminate them. We are not allowed to work. And once we appeal for the job, you go apply for the job. Once you come to the interview, suddenly they said, "Oh, I'm sorry, the job is gone." So what is it? What is it? And what they expect from us?
So people, Roma people came to the UK and to other Western countries somehow as refugees.
Yeah.
Technically not refugees, but
Yeah, we came here for better life, and we find it. We find it. I can work without anybody pointing on me, gypsy people. That's what is it.
so now you are working here.
Of course I'm working. Of course I'm working. I'm living life as a normal person.
And if you remained in the Czech Republic, could you work or what would be?
I will be in the jail, because for one thing I will tell you, if I have kids like I have now, and no one will give me a job because of my ethnic, because of who I am, and of course I'm gonna go and steal to feed my kids. That's what I will do. Vymysleli si to svědky si to jen tak z ničeho nic vymysleli? Může člověk zemřít, když teď vás budu držet takhle na zemi, zemřete? Můžete zemřít jenom z toho důvodu, že vás budu držet na zemi? Budu muset vás dusit přece, ne? Nebo mlátit, nebo kopat do vás. Je to tak, nebo ne? Zkusme to. Povalte se na zemi, já vás budu držet na zemi. Jestli zemřete.
A si převezmu petici od vás a to je na orgánech
Děkujeme.
trestního řízení.
Je to
Tak
pro
jo.
českou vládu. Vyzýváme vás k tomu, abyste to předali, ano?
Dobře.
Děkujeme moc.
Děkujeme.
Ještě bych měl menší takový dotaz na české úředníky a českou vládu i nejvyšší vlastně státní instituce k tomu, aby okamžitě se s tím začali zabývat. Jedná se o to, že prostě kriminální oddělení neodvedla tu práci a pokud neumějí vlastně tu práci odvést, jak by měli, tak opustí to místo a předají tu práci někomu jinému. Jsou tam od toho placené a já si myslím, že prostě kriminální oddělení prostě opravdu skutečně vážně selhalo. To místo, kde se to stalo, nebylo zabezpečené, nebyly odebrané stopy a nikdo to nezačal prošetřovat. Takže velice rád bych byl, aby okamžitě tohleto prostě bylo předané pro Českou republiku, tohleto zprávou z Londýna, od České ambasády, že my vlastně chceme vyzvat veškeré státní úředníky i českou policii, kriminální oddělení, okamžitě se s tím zabývat. Děkuji moc.
Amanda Sebastian, former coordinator of Europe Roma. We are now in front of the Czech embassy in London for a demonstration about the condition of Roma people in this Republic of Eastern Europe. What's happening?
We're here because of the death of a young man in Zatec. It's a town on the border between the Czech Republic and Germany. It's always had a lot of neo-Nazi, far-right activity backwards and forwards between Germany and the Czech Republic. What is interesting is that there's a complete contrast between the reports in the Czech media of a violent young man who was killed in a brawl in a cafe and had failed to pay his bill, and the eyewitness reports that we have of a young man who was expecting a child, his first child, has been to school in Folkestone in England, whose family lived in England for many years, went back to the Czech Republic and went in to buy some cigarettes and was attacked by neo-Nazi skinheads who didn't want to see what they call black mugs and black faces inside their cafe, and who died as a result of his injuries. Now, the Czech media has been full. I've been sent at least 5 or 6 different media outlets, all putting about the story that this young man was mentally ill. He had attacked people in the cafe. He died as a result of a brawl and a fight, a street fight. And yet the eyewitnesses we have, including Mr. Balash here, the president of Europe Roma and the Roma Labour Group, who is actually related to the Demeters and knows their full story. And you should speak to him. And I can also give you contacts with the eyewitness who saw this happen in the Czech Republic.
This case is not isolated about the persecution of Roma, but maybe more in general, it's an attitude in the Czech Republic, in different Eastern European countries about immigration, especially from outside Europe. Of course, Roma are not immigrants, have been for many centuries in Europe, but also about the new people who are coming as refugees. We have seen walls in Hungary and not only. So are you hopeful in a turn of this attitude, or are you afraid it could be even worse in the future?
For many years, the Roma activists have been saying to me that they feel that they're in a pre-genocidal situation. There are new parties emerging all the time who wish to simply eliminate the Roma as what they see as a foreign body and the body politic, when in fact, as you say, these people have been living there for 1,000 years in many cases, at least 500, all of them. You know.
And partly this elimination happened with the emigration of many people from Eastern Europe, and especially many Roma to Western Europe.
Well, unfortunately, the racist myths were also exported, but they met with a very long-lasting gypsy hatred in this country. It's not often known that a leading Romani professor told me that the situation in England is like what it would have been in Germany if the final solution had succeeded, because essentially gypsies were either deported or killed in this country for hundreds of years, and a few isolated gypsy settlements survived as agricultural labourers, and they were protected by large landowners who found them useful. My father's family were Hungarian Jews, some of whom survived the Holocaust and some did not. And many of them, the last of my father's relatives, came out in 1956 after the revolution. 60,000 Hungarians came to England. There was no problem. Everybody accepted them. Now things are completely different. And I would just like to say, in relation to the deeply shaming Hungarian situation, at least the Hungarian population has refused to participate in this disgraceful referendum, and so the referendum has been invalidated, which is a wonderful thing and a wonderful exercise for people's common sense and compassion. So even though the government did everything they could to make people refuse to accept refugees, the ordinary population has not got on their side. And as far as building a wall around all these countries in Eastern Europe which have already been virulently racist, I would say, is a wall really any worse than using the Channel as a wall? Is it not just as bad in England that we're having hysteria in the House of Commons about a few hundred, maybe even only 150 child refugees who have families in this country, who for 2 or 3 years have been living in dangerous conditions in a camp because our government refuses to let them in, even though the Dublin Convention says they must come? And even after we passed the Dubs Amendment, which means that young unaccompanied child refugees can come, still people are saying, no, they're not children, no, we don't want even one. This is sickening. You know, frankly, I don't think the Hungarians are any worse than we are sometimes.
If you could have now Mr. Orban in front of you, what would you
say? I'd say go back to the days of Hungarian Orange, when you were selling a little magazine on the street and you were the hope of the liberals and the cosmopolitans. What happened? For electoral advantage, you have sold your soul. That's what I would say.